Good evening, my dear friends. A happy Saturday to you and welcome to my channel. Well, it's a bright, sunny, not sunny actually, it's a bright evening. The rain has finally stopped and I can enjoy some clear blue sky after a long time, and that has quite elevated my mood, because we are always a part of nature, and the kind of nature what we see outside, it somehow affects our mood, affects our inner well-being. So the rain has finally stopped. Anyways, so today's point of discussion is actually that why do we follow any kind of rituals? Why? I mean, and all the ritual procedures are not same for everyone, because as per religion, as per choice, as per one's own inclination, the religious practices are very different from one another. But still, as big our country and so much of variety is there in our country, so much of variation is there in our country, there are a lot of ritualistic practices everywhere. And I don't want to criticize what is good, what is bad. No, my question is that why do we follow such rituals? And all such rituals, what was the purpose behind that? That is very important. I remember reading a book of Raman Maharshi, where Maharshi says the actual purpose of any religious practice is to connect with that big universal universal strength, universal power, universal God. Raman Maharshi, although never uses this word God, but he used to say that bigger consciousness is the main purpose for what all those religious practices has been invented. So if that religious practice is just a practice and it is somehow not connecting with that universe, that universal power, so it has no meaning. But without religious practices also this can be achieved, and through a lot of sacrifices, lot of difficult path, lot of sages, lot of rishis, lot of followers have taken. But what was the purpose behind everything? The purpose was to get a connection with that bigger power, that the bigger nature. And once we establish that, gradually the practice diminishes. Unless and until that happens, practice remains just as a habit. If it is not connecting with that which we were meant to, then it is just a habit. So we have to decide for ourselves that whether we have been able to connect with that bigger power, bigger universal nature, or is it just a practice. So it's up to us that how we feel it. But as far as any sort of practices, religious practices, any sort of religious thoughts, any sort of outward practices were invented, it was just because to make one connect with the bigger power. So that's it. Hope you have liked it, and if you have any suggestion, please do feel free to write to me. Thank you and have a good night. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukho bhag bhavet. And please do like, share and subscribe my channel.